Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Black Knights ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lofts one high and deep. Got his man. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Dropping back, it's Brooks. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Let's look at the big picture for Army. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Quarterback moving. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Black Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the back. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll test the right side. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to throw, it's Brooks. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, going up top. He's got it, first down and more.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offensive line and the hog mollies up front take a lot of the brunt, a lot of the blame, a lot of the time. That absolutely was not on them. The QB could not find anywhere to go with the football. Apparently they're running the new zone coverage with 75 guys in the back end because literally the man could not find anyone. Instead, got licked while he was throwing the football.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Looking for a man. It's Brooks. Punts it out of the air. And they're able to get him on the ground. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Sends it back in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running back searching for a hole. He's loose. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think you run the football on third and short, even though you haven't had a lot of success running the football today, knowing I still got fourth down. Analytics world, right? We go for it on fourth down most of the time now, so let's see what they do here on fourth down.
Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Scanning the field, it's Brooks. Snagged in the middle, it's Dyer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly out to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Got a man. It's Albright. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Brooks. Rushes on him. He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare.
Touchdown, Stanford! fired in from the red zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Sends it downfield, and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the stomping has commenced.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He didn't get a lot of them return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming.
The ball pops out, and they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get close into scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, the coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Brooks. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Offense at an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points. And again,
makes a grab past the marker. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Lots of running room. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Caught near the sticks, it's Howard. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here's the handoff. Bringing it back. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Give to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Stanford. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Oh, what a move to get room. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up by 28 over San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Jackson gonna throw it. This time on target. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Lost to throw again. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Got his man all by himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now, because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets it out fast. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Stanford quickly to the line. second down, he'll throw it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Bring in the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Field goal is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Charcoal. Shadow.
To the air, it's Brooks. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.